Ladies and gentlemen, all thanks to Ultratune. This is for the vacant Queensland Super Lightweight title. Introducing first, fighting out of our red corner, weighing in at 63.5 kilos. He trains under Brendan Smith as he fights out of Smithy's Gym in Toowoomba. Please welcome Sam Williams. His opponent in the blue corner hit the scales last night at 63.2 kilos. He trains under Alfie DiCarlo as he fights out of the Corporate Box Gym in Lutwyche. Please welcome the Iceman, Justin Frost.
Red, blue. Okay, fellas, I spoke to you both in the dressing rooms. Obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck to the both of you.
Queensland Super Lightweight title here, Nate. Williams versus Frost. Frost, the Queensland champion. Williams seems very confident. He seems to have a confidence about him. No doubt Brendan Smith has got him ready. He seems raring to go.
Box.
Round one.
Yeah, good fight this one, Carly. Very evenly matched once again. Justin Frost is undefeated as a pro with 6 wins, but none have come by knockout. So he's more of a boxer and mover. Whereas Sam Williams, he's got a 50-50 record on his resume, but he has been the holder of the Victorian state title already before.
He seems like a very determined, tough young man, does Williams. Frost, nice and relaxed. I spoke to Frost yesterday at the weigh-in. He said he's changed things up a little bit on this camp. He hasn't done as much sparring as usual. He usually spars 2-3 times a week. He said he's just been sparring 1 time a week, but he feels good. You know, as you know as well as I do, Nathan, as long as a fighter feels good, he's got his eye in, that's all that matters.
Necessarily, that's not a bad thing, I don't think, because you're fresh. When you come into the fight, you're eager to actually fight. When you're sparring too many rounds before you actual fight, sometimes you fight before you fight.
Exactly.
So I think he's going to come in fresh, and he's going to come in like a lion here and try and end this quickly.
That's the other thing he told me. He said, man, I've been boxing all up, amateur and pro for 13 years. I spent all that time sparring. So as you just said, he doesn't need to spar that much. But Williams looking to fight his way off the ropes here. Nice shots from Frost. The jab and the left rip to the body was nice to see. It's nice to see guys going to the body, isn't it, Nate?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, especially in these longer rounds. Obviously, this is for 8 by 3 minute rounds for the Queensland title once again. It pays dividends later on in the fight, as you know, Carly. The shorter rounds, you can sort of get away with it, but those body punches, they catch up with you in the later rounds, no doubt.
It was a nice, cheeky little right hands from Sam Williams on the head, on the side of the head of Justin Frost. But Frost staying nice and relaxed, composed. He seems to be forcing, he's able to pressure Williams back on the ropes, but Williams chooses to fight back as Frost lands a nice little right hand, left hook.
Yeah, he's a really well-balanced fighter is Justin Frost. You can see his feet, he's very light on his feet, nice. and he moves in and out of range very well.
Exactly. He, as a boxer, I think he does what you mentioned. His distance is good. You know, his composure, his balance, he looks nice. I believe he could, work on a few power shots because he definitely has the build, the physique, the experience.
Hold it back of his head and keep your punches up.
Yeah, Justin Frost's last fight ended in a split draw against Wade Goltz for the Queensland Super Lightweight title. So he's looking to make amends here and actually win the title back. So we'll see if he is successful tonight in doing that.
He's a sharp combination puncher, is Frost. He just landed some nice little punches there. Starting off at the body, ending up on the head. Williams knows no other way but to fight his way off the ropes. He's nice and composed himself, I must say. But those body shots are going to pay dividends, I'm sure, as Williams lands a nice left hook after it himself.
Yeah, very short, sharp shots there from Justin Frost, hitting the mark. Really good opening round from both boys.
Both boys are showing a lot of pride, as they should, to fight for the Queensland Super Lightweight title.
Here's some replays of the first round. It was a really good round for Justin Frost. He was very comfortable in there. You could see he was picking his shots very well, mixing up from the head and body there, and evading the shots very well. Very good distance all the time.
How important is that distance? That was that jab and that left to the body. He kept that distance well, didn't he? No doubt your brother Alfie's been training him well. Having a lot of success as a trainer is Alfie. He's doing well with Liam Barrow. Seems to be doing great things with Justin Frost as well as we start round 2.
Frosty, keep him up.
That's nice boxing. Landing with some nice combinations as Frost.
Yeah, 5 and 6 punches there from Justin Frost. Not all that effective,
Watch your heads in there, boys.
but hitting nonetheless.
As we saw in the first round, Williams, when he wears some shots, he'll come straight back. Good to see him go to the body himself. He's keen as Williams. He's keen, but Frost seems a little bit more polished to me.
Definitely a lot more sharper in his shots. They're a lot more explosive as well.
And that distance as well. He's able to keep Williams coming. He's looking to counter and land. You know, he wants Williams coming towards him, I believe.
Mouth guard. Time in. Box.
Yeah, you're right, Carl. He's trying to walk him onto a shot, is Justin Frost. He's doing a good job of trying to bait him in, but hasn't been able to get that right hand off, as Sam Williams hits him with a couple of good shots himself.
Williams is a fighter, no doubt. He's got a lot of heart. He's brave, he's fit, he's in good condition, and he's tough.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sam Williams fights anyone. He's actually fought our main eventer tonight back when he was on debut. So he fought Jacob NG on debut, so he can jump in there with anyone, Sam Williams.
God bless him, he's a promoter's dream. As he looks to fight here, he looks to fight Frost. Frost looking to keep this boxing event, to keep it sharp, keep picking his shots. Williams just looking to make it a fight. In a way, a clash of styles, but a good clash. A boxer versus the fighter. Williams chooses to fight off the ropes, and he landed that nice right hand, didn't he, Nate?
Watch your heads,
Yeah,
fellas.
a couple of taps up the top from Justin Frost and trying to bang to the body. And there it is again. There's a good couple of shots there from Justin Frost.
You know, a lot of people like to see knockouts. I like to see them too, but I also like to see good boxing. I like to see people moving, throwing in combinations and going to the body. And I must say, so far, every fight tonight, every fighter has thrown combinations looking for their body shot. And it's a good sign that, you know, that boxing here in Australia is on the up.
And that was a good job there from Justin Frost. He rode the jab and then came back with his own right hand and hit the mark.
Showing a little bit of head movement, which was nice, going back to the body. Williams, as usual, chooses to fight back, chooses to go for that 1-2, and throws it 2 times there. He gets forced back, but he chooses to come back with those body shots.
There it is once again, that pitter-patter upstairs, trying to get his better body shots off, trying to lower the guard.
What Williams does here, he does some basic things, but he does them well. You know, he goes for that body with a 1-2. Frost seems to be more rounded as a fighter and more relaxed, more composed. He wears some nice shots from Williams here as Frost has him against the ropes, and the guys end this round fighting toe-to-toe.
I tell you what, Sam Williams in that last exchange gave as good as what he got. He hit Justin Frost with 3 or 4 straight punches there. So well done to him as well. And it was a competitive second round. Once again, Justin Frost may be the more polished in my eyes, but Sam Williams, he is game and he's here to fight. Look at this, 5 and 6 punches from both boys. Sometimes Williams getting the better of the exchanges.
Nice round.
Let's go, Alfie. Stay there, Foxy.
So far, all 3 fights have been good fights tonight, Nate. I think Phil Austin done a good job stopping that fight between Hartman and Galera. We'll see what our referee here has to do in this fight. But so far, Paul Tapley hasn't had to do too much. These guys are fighting. Frost is being the nicer, sharper boxer. and Williams is being the fighter, and he's fighting, and he's having his good moments in this fight too.
Yeah, they're not getting into the grapple, so there's not much work here for Paul Tapley, which is good. It's a nice, clean fight from both fighters, so they're just doing their job in there.
Got to take our hats off to both these training teams, both their coaches, both fighters in good condition, as Williams lands a nice right hand on the head of Frost. Frost chooses to come back with those body shots, but here comes Williams. Williams having some good moments in this round.
A good right hand left rip there from Frost as well just before that. There it is again, just missing the left rip that time.
Frost relaxed, choosing to go to the body again. Williams keeps bringing it forward. No doubt Brendan Smith has been training him well for this fight. He knows it's a big fight, it's the Queensland title, and he's in with a very sharp boxer. Beautiful body
Yeah, good
shots.
variance of punches there from Justin Frost.
As usual, Nath, Williams comes back looking for that left right, and he's landed that right hand a few times tonight. I can see a little bit of a graze on the just above the left cheek of Frost. No doubt that's that right hand of Williams.
Justin Frost made him miss there, but I'd like to see him come back on and make him pay for that, making that miss.
Yep.
A couple of times he's missed the opportunity.
Yep, we can see what he's doing, trying to drag Williams in, because as Williams comes in, he lunges in, and that's where Frost can catch him if he times it well. If he just sits back on that back foot and catches him rushing in, because he rushes in. So determined does Williams, but he does leave himself open for that right hand, I believe. Beautiful uppercut and left rip to the body from Frost.
That was a good combination there from
Put your hands
Frost.
in there.
As we mentioned before, the uppercut is one of those punches. You know, a lot of guys can take the left hook, they can take the right hand. It's very hard to take a good uppercut. He'll look for it again here with Frost. I knew he'll look for the uppercut again because he gets himself in a good position to throw it. Nice little left hook. The thing is, he knows what's coming from Williams. It's a 1 and a 2. It's a 1 and a 2. They're good 1-2s, but he needs to mix his punches up. He needs to change the output a little bit, in my opinion.
You're exactly right, Carly. I saw the exact same thing. It was 1-2, 1-2 down the line. He's got to probably try and slip that and then come back at a different angle, Justin Frost does.
If we're seeing it, Frost is seeing it easy. Do you know what I mean? Frost is seeing it clearly. Frost knows what's coming, mixes up the angles a bit there. Nice head movement, nice and relaxes Frost. He said he doesn't get nervous until the dressing room. You know, and as you know, once that bell goes, the nerves disappear as well.
That's game on. You're exactly right.
Big thanks to our sponsors, Oxworks.
Another good,
And
evenly
the
contested
Rhino
round.
Range by 4 Building Products. Proud sponsors here tonight.
I'd like to say a big thank you once again to our major sponsors, Sean Buckley from Ultra Tune, Jimmy Swade from Toy Box, Steel Ryan from Thor Building Products. Thank you very much for your support. As we can see, these replays here from the last round, it was much of the same from the previous two. It was punch for punch. Sam Williams trying to march forward, but the distance kept very well from Justin Frost. Look
You
at
can see
that.
Frost putting himself in that position for the uppercut, can't we? We can see when they're getting close, he sort of puts his left shoulder in front, and bang, he's able to throw that right uppercut.
That's right, trying to generate more power with it as well.
Round 4.
Box.
Round 4 of 8. Justin Frost, Sam Williams, Queensland Super Lightweight title. Sam Williams, as usual, coming off the jab. He's moving back. He's rushing in again a little bit with the right hand and the left hook. Straight right and the left jab. But Frost is nice and patient, stalking, looking to land the cleaner punches with the combinations as he does. But it's hard with a man like Sam Williams who chooses to throw.
I like to see 2 attacks here from Frost. Sometimes he's coming in with 1 and then applauding his work. I'd like to see him come back on with that second attack. I reckon he'll break the guard down of Williams.
Yeah, just sometimes throw that combo, step back, and then come again. Not giving Williams the time to reset. But you know, sometimes when you're in a fight and things are working, you like what's working, you like how you're feeling, you know what I mean? You're feeling good, everything's going your way. As this fight is slowly starting to go his way, as he landed with a beautiful left hook there. As usual,
Now hold him.
Williams comes
Work
firing
out of
back.
it.
What kind of tough is Williams, Nathan?
Yeah, he's tough. He's definitely tough, mate, and he'll be here all night. I don't think Frosty's going to stop him. because Sam Williams is just that tough.
Beautiful right hand over the top there from Frost. Nice evasive skills. You can tell he spent, like he told me yesterday at the weigh-in, 13 odd years boxing. He said, very long amateur career as well. And it shows, And it's very beneficial for guys who've had that good amateur background, amateur pedigree when they come into the pros. That is their learning ground, the amateurs. And a lot of times I believe the guys who come from long amateur careers, one of the last things for them to take into the pros or learn in the pros is power punches. You know what I mean? They're so sharp, they've got nice combinations. But as he progresses, he'll start relying and learning how to punch with power shots.
And it all starts from your feet, doesn't it, Carl? They're sitting down on those punches, bending those knees and trying to generate that full force with each shot you throw.
Yeah, and I believe you've got to practice them. You've got to practice, you've got to spend hours on the bag just throwing bombs as well to get them right. Like Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man who's practiced 1,000 kicks once, I fear the man who's practiced one kick 1,000 times.
Good shots there from Sam Williams and Justin Frost coming back on. It's a good competitive fight, this one, Carly.
It is. Both guys are here to fight. Has a nice left hook from Frost, landed on the face of Sam Williams. And Sam Williams comes right back as Brendan Smith, the coach of Sam Williams, has seen enough. And he threw the towel. Williams, as usual, a fighter, a brave fighter, says, "What'd you do that for? I'm all right."
Yeah, okay.
Good fight.
Poor Tupley's jumped in and stopped it. I've got to be honest, I think it was still competitive. That's just me. I thought it could warrant still going on a little bit further, but...
No, it wasn't Paul Tapley. It was actually the corner, Brendan Smith, through the red towel. And I don't know, he knows his fighter better than all of us. He knows what he was seeing, he knows what he wasn't seeing. He decided to look after his fighter. God bless him.
Oh, you could see the fight going that way anyway. I mean, it was all Justin Frost, I think, but I still think Sam Williams was in for the fight for a little bit longer. And as you can see, Justin Frost here just unleashing his bombs when he's got his opponent back to the ropes. But you can see there, Sam Williams was actually throwing when it got stopped.
And I think none of those punches landed flush in that particular flurry. But a lot of other punches did, so his coach knows what he's looking at. I mean, the safety of his fighter is paramount. Nevertheless, we were still entertained to a good fight, an evenly matched fight. Hats off to both fighters and their teams.
Our red corner has retired at a time of 2 minutes and 42 seconds of round number 4. Your winner by TKO and the new Queensland Super Lightweight Champion, Justin Frost.